What up? Wow, wow. Hey, what's going on, everybody? ChazmaN here, back with a brand new ChazmaN live episode. What is this now? 17. We just gonna chill. Yeah, if you don't know, ChazmaN Live, we typically save for Thursday night. But as it turns out, I totally forgot when I was doing my schedule. Thursday is Thanksgiving. So, I don't know, I figured I'd move ChazmaN Live to tonight. We'll get this done, knock it out, and then come back Friday and we'll finish Dispatch. I feel like that's the goal, and we'll enjoy our Thursday off. We got a bunch of people in chat already. We got Skylar, Twilight, and Odin is Salty. I saw, welcome to the stream, y'all. I saw some talk about pasta. Nice, nice. I think I bought some baked ziti today. Maybe I'll eat that tonight. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully all of you are doing great out there. I forgot to bring up my Twitch chat. Let me do that real quick. Where do I have Twitch? Where are you at, Twitch? So I do have a couple of videos already pulled up, so I'm at least not going to be fishing for stuff to talk about immediately like before. Alright, let's get Twitch up here just so I can see that chat. That should be good. So how is everybody? Hopefully all of you guys are doing good today. I can finally devour my pasta like a black hole now, says Odin. I'm tired, boss, said Skylar. I feel you. I was very tired today. I went to the gym this morning and I was pretty tired. I had trouble sleeping last night. I have knee issues, and let's just say my knee was hurting literally all night. I could barely sleep. I should have gone to ice it up, but I was being too lazy about it. But yeah. Anything else I need to do? Let me double check, make sure. That's the one thing I forgot to do. What music do I have going today? Let's see what music we got. We got some Hades music. Can I add any new songs? I don't remember. Let's get the vibes. Let's get the vibes going here. I guess Hades probably sounds fine. Oh no, let's go back to the Persona music. Yeah. Cleaned a bit today, says Odin. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's see. Got music audio going, got the desktop audios going, my mic is good. Got rid of the banner. Chat, everything's on screen. Dude, I think we are good. Window capture browser. Okay, we do have that up. Played some games today, not too bad of a day. Alright, so to start things off, I guess we'll start things off easy. There's a couple of interesting video game trailers I saw that popped up on my thing. Kind of want to check those out and see if they look any good. Just I figured we'd ease into it with some shorter videos. And let's see if these are any good. Oh, I forgot to share the stream. Hold on. That is something I typically like to do. Throw this up in the Discord. I knew there was something I was missing. Kind of want to check those out and see if they can hear me. Copy that. And why aren't you working? What's going on here? Oh, okay. I guess that works. Peak Persona music, says Skylar. Yeah, we'll try and get the vibes immaculate. Peak vibes. Alright, so I need to pull that back up, and then let's move over to, I guess we can get the background out of here. Alright, so first off, we're going to start with a game called Pools. Apparently this is a PS5 and PSVR 2 game. I'm assuming it's going to have water. I saw some videos about a project where someone did basically remaster the Time Splitters games. I have never played a Time Splinter game. Kind of crazy. I think I have one or two of them. Oh, somebody dropped off a package. I was gonna say. All right, here we go. Let's start. Yeah, let's start off with this game called Pools. Let me know how audio levels are. We'll jump right into it. I feel like I've seen this game somewhere. Did I watch somebody play this? This looks really familiar. Yeah, I could have sworn I've seen somebody play this. Why is this a new trailer then? It's like a spooky game, right? Or is it more vibes? I could have sworn I've seen a spooky game where people getting chased by some monster in this looking area. I wish I would have made a coffee. I feel like the audio levels are a little loud. Let me give those a bump down. Looks kind of cool. Pools, what? Interesting. I kind of feel like that wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but I oh, did I leave I left the music on for that entire trailer. Crap, I'll turn that off now. Yeah, not necessarily my bag. I kind of thought it just looked interesting from the picture. I could have sworn I've seen. I think I watched Oni cartoons and them play something that looks almost exactly like this. When did this trailer come out? Came out a day ago. Oh, it is an older game. It came out in 2024. So why is this a new trailer? Maybe just because it came to play. I was gonna say I've seen someone play this. I think a lot of liminal spaces games look similar anyway. Says Odin. Ah, I see. Yeah, I feel like I've seen something. Now this is another game that trailer. It's called Ferocious. It's available on PC and Steam December 4th. So, some sort of dinosaur game. Oh yeah, I think Oni did play this as Odin Assaulty. Yeah, I thought I saw Oni and them play that game. So what is this? This game's called Ferocious. So, Dino Crisis? Not Dino Crisis, Turok. Turok, basically. DCD enables communication with dinosaurs. What? You can talk with dinos? What the heck? That did not look good. So it's a shooter where you can control dinos. Kind of a neat idea. That could be really interesting. Ferocious. December 4th. That could be a very interesting, it's an interesting idea. A shooter where you control dinos. How many views? Not too bad, 370K. Interesting. I might actually be down to play that. Oh, I do see something time splitters oriented. Check that out. Time Splitters Rewind. Full story. Challenges. I've never played one of these, so playing the Time Splitters game would be a totally new thing for me. I think they're like typically more humorous, right? They're kind of meant to be more funny. Is this the series that's like time? Well, I guess Time Splitters, yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking time. Yeah, that's why there's always like different like themes and different type of like characters in these games. Never played them either, but I still thought it was cool. Said Odin, yeah. That looks neat. It looks a lot better than some modern games I've seen lately. Cool. Well, I think that's all I had for games. Interesting couple of videos. Alright, so I guess real quick, what do we want to delve into next? I guess real quick, let's super fast touch on Welcome to Derry. That's right. The last couple of weeks I've been kind of watching the show Welcome to Derry, and I feel like I'll be super quick with my, I guess, thoughts on kind of episodes. What are we at, 4 and 5 right now? It does look cool, said Skylar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I am caught up to date, caught up. We've watched everything. Let me take let me get reminded of this episode. Okay, so this is the episode where he goes to the kid's head. Okay, so this episode, I will readily admit, something I was talking with my buddy earlier, Phoenix, about is I've been noticing a pattern when it comes to so many modern television shows. I've had the same experience with a bunch of shows as of late. I think it started off with I noticed it really a lot with Alien Earth, where there's so many shows that are coming out recently where like I love and enjoy the first few episodes, and then like midway through it there's a really big drop off. And I'm kind of feeling that a little bit with the show Welcome to Derry. I really enjoyed episodes maybe 2 to 3, and then I won't say it's gotten flat out bad, unlike Alien Earth, where it's kind of, I would say so far it's kind of just middling. You know, it kind of feels like it's slogging on just a little bit. I'm hoping that things begin to really start to pick up with Welcome to Derry. Apparently in the next episode or two, things are supposed to start getting somewhere. I think I think I mentioned it in previous talks, but also Splitgate is apparently re-releasing around December. They released the game so they could fix it up, and now it will release again. I just hope the devs learn their lesson from the past, says Odin. But yeah. Again, one thing I have noticed with the show is there is a sense of cheapness a little bit in certain sections. Not saying that you don't see that in other television shows or movies, but like when you really compare this to like the quality of the couple movies that got made the last couple of years, there is a certain level of cheapness here. In particular with some of I think I mentioned some of the CGI sections, in particular the graveyard scene. Same thing here. In one of the episodes, I think it was the most recent one, episode 5, we finally get the big reveal of Pennywise It. Oh, we finally get to see the clown. And while I enjoyed aspects of that, again, there is a certain level of don't know, quality in terms of maybe some of the CGI. I think it's weird because there's like a mix of CGI and practical makeup and effects happening. But I just think like the parts when they do use CGI, it doesn't really particularly mix well for me. So again, I don't think that's something that's going to be able to correct itself with a couple episodes left. I think there's supposed to be 8 episodes of the season. I think this Sunday is supposed to be what, episode 6, and then we get 2 more, 7 and 8. But so far it's kind of just so-so. I was kind of hoping that all the stuff with what's his name, Dick Halloran. I still think everything involved with him is probably still the most interesting aspect of whatever is going on with Welcome to Derry. Honestly, the stuff with the kids, I don't know, it isn't really bearing as much fruit as I was kind of hoping. Because again, if you don't know, like the whole idea with the kids in this show is this is supposed to be like the precursor to everything that happens with the Losers Club and everything that happens with the modern times for the It Kids. Or, yeah, the Losers Club, basically. And I don't know, everything there just doesn't seem to be adding up, or, I don't know, to be as rewarding as kind of as I might be hoping it would be. Because really the only connectivity we have with the Losers Club in this show is Hanlon, Mike Hanlon. And it's like, I'm assuming eventually there's a thing in the story that has to deal with Mike Hanlon and his parents and another group of African American characters. What is it called? The black bar, the black building or whatever. I'm assuming that's still gonna happen. That's probably gonna happen. My guess is that doesn't happen until 6 or episode 7 and 8. So my kind of hope is that, not hope, but I think the next episode is probably going to be another slog a little bit. And then they'll probably ratchet things up the last 2 episodes. But where I was going with that is there's other shows that, like, I've noticed have done this. Alien Earth was so bad at this, where the first couple episodes were amazing, great. I had, like, such high hopes for that show. And then the quality went right into the crapper. And, gosh, there's more shows on the tip of my tongue I can't think of that have done that. I don't know, we'll see. I know Stranger Things. Doesn't Stranger Things come out today? Am I wrong or right about that? Let me look. Oh yeah, Stranger Things is out. The first 3 episodes. So that's another one that's kind of similar to It or whatever. There's a lot of similarities there. But yeah. Let's see. So that whole episode, what was it, episode 4, I think, it kind of focused more on Dick Halloran and a lot of the lore and stuff happening with the Native American tribes who lived in Derry before. I think that whole episode was mainly just a lore dump of just everything that happens with, yeah, the Native Americans, what happened with it when it landed on Earth or whatever, came from whatever universe Stephen King dreamt up in his mind. This episode, so this one, I'm trying to remember what happened. Oh, this is the big battle episode. They took too long making the seasons for Stranger Things, in my opinion. No, I agree with you. Yeah, Stranger Things, I'll be honest, I'm not particularly super excited for Stranger Things. I'm going to watch it just to watch it. But I tell you, what really is probably going to make me go and resubscribe to Netflix is really not even Stranger Things. There's a movie on there called Frankenstein that I really want to watch. So I honestly am probably going to do my Netflix just so I can watch Frankenstein. And then I'll watch Stranger Things just because I have it or whatever. But yeah, that's that. Which episode is this? Is this the one I was watching? Yeah, this episode. So this is gosh, this one's showing clips they did not show in the episode. Unless this is clips of, oh, I think this is showing too much. This was episode, oh, there's a lot of stuff in this clip that did not happen. They're showing way too much here. But, oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. This whole stuff right now is it's kind of stupid and kind of unbelievable. The whole premise with episode 5 is that the captain commander of the military finally got everybody. He got Will Hanlon. He got what's his name? Will Hanlon? I think. Well, no, whatever the father Hanlon, because there's Mike Hanlon, Will Hanlon, and then there's the father from this show. So they finally all got their all the kids went down into the sewers to try and attack him. The military went down there with the Native American group, and they had like the special dagger or blade or whatever that can fight him off. And of course, things went awry. They lost the dagger in the water. The kids ended up finding the dagger. And it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of like a bunch of nothing. I don't really think anything really came out of that other than the kids just getting the dagger themselves. And I don't know, the whole military aspect of the show is super stupid. Like, I'm not saying I have a problem with that, but in all actuality, it actually really follows a lot of the things that Stephen King has his militaries do in all of his books. If you don't know, I think in The Mist, it might be the same military group that's behind the events of The Mist. And that's another theory I've heard, is a lot of people think that because it is a spider, it technically comes from whatever universe the military and The Mist opens up, because a lot of those creatures were very spider-like. So a lot of people theorize that it comes from the universe, the same universe as whatever that is, except he's just like a stronger being himself. But yeah, I'll wrap it up. I'm not like totally loving the last couple episodes. I think it's fine. I'm kind of hoping again that it definitely picks up. I'm not even necessarily I don't even necessarily need to see a ton more of Pennywise. Did they ever show any lore about the big turtle, that it's OPP or something? No, there's a mention of the turtle. I think it's called Turin or Torturin, Toturo, something. And that kind of stuff I don't think they're really going to delve into in terms of the lore. The only thing you know about Turin, or whatever its name is, is that, like Pennywise or it is a celestial being. In particular, it's the particular celestial being that resides over, I guess, the Earth universe, or whatever universe in particular. Apparently Pennywise comes from a further out one again. The one people theorize is the one that the spiders from The Mist are from. And that's about it. I think the only thing, there is a quick mention, now that I think about it, of the turtle, and that is that the Native American tribe in it, they name themselves the Children of Turin or something like that. So they know about the turtle or something. So there is a I guess there is a subtle at least understanding of the turtle or whatever it is. But that's about it. But yeah, like I said, I'm enjoying the show. I'm just not totally loving it so far. I'm hoping they can get back to the quality of the first few episodes. I definitely think that was when the show was at its best. It is kind of cool, at least, to know that Pennywise has finally been revealed. He finally, we've finally started to see him in the last episode. So hopefully we get to see a little more of him. Hopefully people begin to be making smarter and better decisions. The military kind of sucks in this show. Some of the stuff, again, they're doing is so ridiculous. The idea of trying to capture Pennywise and use him as a military weapon against other countries is kind of like really? You think you can control a celestial being from some other galaxy? Okay. I mean, good luck with that. But yeah, so far I'd say I recommend it. If you like previous iterations, but we'll see. We'll have to see. I'll let you guys know. That's my recap, or at least talk about my impressions of the last 2 episodes, as I've been doing. I'll see you guys. Maybe I'll wait to recap the last 3. Or maybe I'll just do the 2 and we'll talk about the finale. Yeah, I think we'll recap the next 2 the next time I watch them, and then we'll do the final episode. It'll get its own chat we'll do. Alright, y'all. Well, that was my thoughts on Welcome to Derry. Again, I'm enjoying it. I'd recommend to go watch it if you if you already have an HBO subscription or something like that. It's kind of worth the watch. At least the first couple episodes, it's worth to kind of dig into. Alright, so real quick, I've got 2 more videos. How long are we in? We're only half an hour in, goodness, and I'm blasting through these videos. Alright, so we've got another episode. I don't even know who this is. Sensitive Society. Thank you so much, Sensitive. We're gonna watch your vid. About 15 minutes. I would be lying if I didn't say I am completely enthralled with the downfall of the content creator iDubbbz. I don't hate iDubbbz, I dislike him now. I think mainly why I'm so enamored with seeing how far he's kind of fallen. I think why I'm so enamored and so like invested in it is because, again, I was a fan of iDubbbz. I honestly think if I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't give a hoot about kind of how far he's fallen and all that stuff. But again, just because I was a big fan of him, I was a big fan of Filthy Frank, H3H3, iDubbbz, Max Mofo, all those guys. And I'm just like completely fascinated by where this guy, not even the fact that his, like, everyone, you know, I'm sure everybody falls off at some point or has a dip in popularity, but like, I venture to say this guy is almost like completely fallen off the map based off of what people are saying about his view counts and like how his streaming and stuff is doing. And I saw people are kind of making fun of him recently because I guess he was eating. There's something about him eating off of a cardboard box or something. I am just constantly curious about what this guy has going for him. It's crazy. I mean, this guy was probably multi-millionaire, you know, a couple of years ago, and then you have the whole creator crash. That's a great creator clash thing that happened, and I would venture they may have dumped their entire like savings or whatever they had into Creator Clash, because I don't know, we'll watch the video. I'm going on. Again, I'm just fascinated by it. Not because I'm enjoying anything about iDubbbz in terms of their downfall or whatever, but it's just fascinating to me to see someone doing so well and then just make bad decisions and completely fall off. I mean, especially when they had kind of a good thing going. I mean, there's other creators that fall off that like you're not surprised by, like someone connected to iDubbbz would be like Leafy. Like, it's not surprising to see like the crazy people fall off, like Ice Poseidon or Leafy. It's like, you know that their content strategy is not something that's a long term that's going to last them. But somebody who has something good going, like iDubbbz or a Boogie 2988, those are the ones that are the most interesting to me that fall off when it's like, you guys had good stuff. Like Boogie 2988 was like a beloved figure on YouTube. And again, these are the ones that I'm the most interested in terms of their fall offs. But again, people like Leafy and Poseidon, whatever, people like that fall off. It's like I understand that their content is not friendly. It's not saying iDubbbz is inherently friendly. I guess his stuff was more adult-like, but at least like he was like semi-beloved character on the YouTube thing. But like, yeah. All right, I'm rambling. I'm a rambling man. It's unfortunate seeing YouTubers fall. It's also wholesome seeing a YouTuber succeed and be happy and still making good content. I agree with that. There is a way to recover. And I haven't had my major success or anything doing this, but I would venture to think that content creation success is up and down. I would think that if you can get past the first down after you're up, I would think eventually you'll bounce back. I just feel like that's the way content creation works. You know, if you, because I feel like that's what happens. A lot of these guys, iDubbbz or Boogie, they are riding high for so long on that up. Eventually, there's going to be a down. But the problem is how do you react to that downward slope? And I think those are guys that like have completely reacted in the wrong way. to something like that. And we'll see. I think someone who's handled it pretty well has been like if you guys do watch H3, there's oh, who's the Epic Mealtime guy? I can't think of his name. Why am I blanking on his name? Harley. If you look at someone like Harley Morenstein, like his like brand after, I think he sold off Epic Mealtime, but his whole thing after all that, he's completely been on a downslope. But then he's come back because he's been back on H3, he's made friends, he's on other people's shows. And like it happens, like it comes back. It's just it depends on how you handle the downslope. And I feel like someone like Harley Morenstein has been through it all. They've been one of the biggest, most successful channels on YouTube, gone on a downslope, forced to sell Epic Mealtime or whatever, and you know, now they're big friends and they doing some more content, and now Harley's like super popular again. You know, it's like it happens. But let's see. YouTuber. I hate typing. All right, so let's watch this video. This is a video from someone called Sensitive Society. I'm hoping this isn't like there's no cursing or brutal name calling in this, but they have a video that's called "He's Broke and Lost Everything." And when I saw this, I was like, let's see how bad it is. So I don't mind like some poking at iDubbbz, but let's keep it civil. I'll watch it until I start seeing like name calling or something.
I don't know which one to watch. Oh no, that's sad. A glimmer of hope for Ian? Ugh, why does it fucking show me this shit? Get this out of... It doesn't even fucking give me an option to say not interested. That's
wait,
so gross.
Wait, so iDubbbz is actually like... Ian is actively like looking at downfall videos of himself? That's so weird. I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to turn off the music. That's such a weird thing, in my opinion, to be doing, is to look up videos that are like downfall videos of yourself or falling off videos of yourself. Like, I think it's fine to watch those or something if you're trying to be critical or you're trying to like analyze. But like, listen, as a fan of iDubbbz or former fan, and to see what his content has become, there is not a chance that he's going to watch this video and be critical or actually want to analyze whatever videos he's watching. I guarantee you this is just him. He's just a whiner now, which is really sad because when you consider the old iDubbbz, he was not like a whiner. In fact, he would like rip on people who constantly whined and dined. Ooh, I watched Sensitive Society, says Skylar. Okay, well, so they're a name. Watching downfall videos of yourself is crazy. Well, again, Odin and Salty, I think there's a place for that if you're gonna do it critically or to like just analyze and see what people are saying. But again, I know iDubbbz now. He is not gonna do that. He is gonna watch it, whine, and complain, and that's all he's gonna do. So, all right, let's get back to it.
It's been about 48 to 72 hours since the last time I said the word iDubbbz, since iDubbbz came out of my mouth. Wait, that's not kind of stuff. Pause. And I know some of you might be like, Sense, Oscar, you cannot tell me it could get any worse than the last time you talked about Mr. iDubbbz, where he's literally begging for money. He's like 2 seconds away from getting on his knees, starting his own OF, and spread them cheeks for $5.99 plus tax, right? I honestly give iDubbbz about 12 months before he has to open an OF, because the way this guy's going, well, he's not going anywhere but down. So since the last time that we spoke of him, he's continued to beg for money. And he had a little crash out a few minutes ago. Once again, hand on the Bible, I didn't think I was going to talk about iDubbbz so soon, but iDubbbz truly is the gift that just keeps giving. And iDubbbz blocked me, alright?
And that is a great point, is like, iDubbbz has made it impossible to not talk about him. Like, he is the gift that keeps on giving at this point. It is so hard to, like, avoid his, like, again, hey, he's playing Ghost Runner, says Odin Salty. Again, someone like, I mentioned it, Harley Morenstein, he had a fall off. Not because, I don't think he bad content creator or anything, but like, again, you know, Epic Mealtime, I don't know the specifics behind Epic Mealtime, but things collapsed a little bit, he sold it off or whatever, they don't do Epic Mealtime anymore. But like, Harley, like, his fall off was very quiet. Like, a lot of people, he kind of just went kind of quiet, did his own thing for a while, and you know, people over a couple years have been just like, oh, well, yeah, I remember Harley, I remember Epic Mealtime. And that's part of the benefit of staying quiet and not like going out and being controversial after your thing, is people, when they bring up your name now, when they reminisce and they wonder about you, where you're at, they at least go back and they say, oh yeah, what happened to the Epic Mealtime guy? You know what I mean? Versus like iDubbbz, because he's so annoying and his content is so bad now, I don't think people, when they think of iDubbbz now, reminisce positively on like the old content cop stuff. Like nobody now thinks of content cop when they think of iDubbbz. Now, because he's made himself so like kind of embarrassing, now everyone just thinks of like what his next embarrassing move is. And it's like if you're gonna fall off or something, you know, at least stick with it, do your own thing and be quiet about it. Don't draw attention to yourself. Again, you want to try and keep the memories of like what people follow you for in their head. And I feel like iDubbbz is kind of, yeah, I'm talking in circles, but, and again, Harley came back. He's super popular again now. Like Harley's doing all sorts of stuff.
And I will never forget that until the day I pass away. So this is my revenge. so this is my revenge. Let's just address the elephant in the room, the begging situation. I read your guys' comments, and just like you guys were shocked, I was shocked that a YouTuber with 7 million subscribers was this down bad. Like, this down bad, begging for money this desperately. Truth be told, I don't wish this upon anyone, not even my biggest ops. I don't want this to happen to anyone, but this is tragic. And it seems like every single day that passes, he loses more of his Patreon.
Oh yeah, this is something I hope he talks about, but apparently super embarrassing for iDubbbz is I think he did a what do you call it, uh subathon. Oh, that's right, I couldn't think of the word subathon. He did like a subathon where he did like a long stream where the whole goal is to try and get new subs or something, where you like, I guess, abuse yourself. I don't understand subathons, but he did like something like that. And I think I saw there was something like he only got like 20 subscribers for a subathon, which, like, for me, that's incredible. If I did a subathon and got 20 subs, I'd be happy. But I'm not iDubbbz. Like, iDubbbz getting like 20 subs for like a several hour stream is like, it's like, dang, dude. Yeah, that's me levels of success for a stream or something. So I hope he kind of digs into that. I did read something similar about that.
Subscribers, and if I'm not mistaken, this is legitimately his only source of income, because YouTube ain't paying the bills anymore. No one's paying Patreon. He makes no money on Twitch, so this is like his last remaining shot. And if you guys thought the last video was pretty desperate, wait until you see this one. Before we get into it though, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and now we can get into it.
Their primes into a tier 1, or actually better yet, if you, yeah, we're at 256 points, so we only need, what is that, 44 more? So if you're a dedicated stream watcher, if you do a tier 3 or tier 2 sub, that counts for more points than just the standard. And then you don't have to remember to renew it. I know we always forget to cancel or renew, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we only need it for this month, because you need to hit it 3 months in a row. So this month is like it's the final month. And so if we just end up fucking getting it, it doesn't really matter what comes after. I can fucking fall off a cliff right after. Doesn't matter. Oh, Han did the tier 3. Thank you, Han. Thank you for the tier 3. What happens if you get the 3-month streak? It's just a better split on Twitch, but it's permanent. I think it's permanent.
You know what? I'm going to start stealing this move. Hey guys, Sense here.
That's pretty brutal. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen that clip. That is basically begging. Like as much as you might need money, or you need revenue or income, but it's like he's basically telling people, like, I need to hit this milestone. You need to do, and it's like, I kind of feel like you're cooked, right? Are you not cooked when you get to that point? Because I don't know. I'm somebody who, I hate being told what to do, and if I'm like a subscriber or still some reason watching iDubbbz, it's like, I don't know. I would, if I didn't jump ship before, would have been that. That's just crazy. Sheesh.
If you guys could send me some of your money, that would be super appreciated. Make sure you at least donate $300 in super chats, or you're a brokey. If you're not a
Well, because like the proper way to do that, again, versus downright begging, which that's kind of where he's at. The proper thing to do would be to advertise and talk about your content and your content strategy to get money. If you're gonna ask for money, at least be able to do something talented and cool. It says, oh yeah, that's some of what I'm talking about. Is if you're looking for money, throw out your content and your strategy versus asking people to donate more. It's like hey guys, I'm not doing too well this month, but I'm gonna be streaming a really long stream on Thursday. We're gonna go for 8 hours or 10 hours or something. Please join, support us, or that, or double up on selling people your Patreon. Offer something new in your Patreon. Do something content oriented while telling people that to help you out. I think I think it's fine to ask, but like don't just ask. Like offer something while you're asking. Be like, hey guys, if you really want to support us, if you really want to see more content and be a part of the community or whatever, go to the Patreon, please, or go to. Again, I'm gonna do a long stream on this day. Join me and we'll do whatever. But like, flat out just being like, hey, can you guys upgrade your subscription status to a higher amount? Because I need it to be eligible for some sort of payment method. Like, yeah, that's kind of insane.
brokey, prove it to me by donating $300 or more via super chat. And this is just my opinion, right? But there's ways to ask for this type of stuff. Hey guys, make sure you check out this. I have extra content, I have exclusive content,
See,
whatever it might be to get people.
See, was this guy's name Secret Society, Private Society, Sensitive? I'm sorry, Society. See, Sensitive Society has the idea right. That's exactly what I was just saying. Is there's a proper way to go about this thing, and what he's doing is like, it's the. I know I've said this before about iDubbbz recently, but his content, it's something that is, there's a commonality here. iDubbbz is super freaking lazy when it comes to content now. I don't know if he was always this way, but like, he's just so incredibly lazy. It's like he'd rather just sit there and beg rather than come up with a strategy for what is his method out. And it's like, to me it just comes off as lazy. I think I mentioned it before, but like when you guys look at his form of content now, it's a basic stream. There's one screen, it's just him talking. Or I showed you guys the other video streams they were doing where they were basically in a basement sitting with a blank canvas with just a blank wall behind them as they're sitting on the floor, him and Anissa. And it's like, it's just so incredibly lazy. I don't know.
To subscribe, maybe be entertaining, maybe stop eating peas out of a cardboard cutout.
Oh yeah, this is the clip I saw. This is the subathon. Was this real? This I have to know more. I saw this quick clip of their subathon where they got like no subscribers, and I'm assuming this is a joke. Like there's no way. Like what is that? I don't even know what the green stuff is there. I see crackers, some sort of sausage, applesauce. Like I'm assuming this is a joke. This has to be a joke. I can't take this seriously.
Further addressing the rumors that, yeah, you're pretty much broke at this point. Like, I get it. There's ways to ask for, hey, guys, make sure you follow me here and make sure you follow me there. You know, I think there's ways to ask for that kind of stuff. But once again, it's just my opinion, my humble 2 cents. I think this is like one level above literally getting on your knees and being like, guys, I don't want to get a real job. Please donate. Please send me your money. Please, if you have extra money, please send it my way. Which, low-key, I would respect it a lot more if this is how he was operating. And I'm just thinking to myself, wait, doesn't his wife have an OF? Doesn't she contribute to the Jamha household? I mean, I'm sure she's made a decent amount of money from that platform, right? That's just what I'm assuming. This is a broken man. Not only a broken man, but a broke man. Bars?
Let's see. School lunch type of food, says Odin. That looked worse than school lunch type of food, in my opinion. So instead of finding creative ways, he would rather throw whatever is left of content and call it a day, says Skylar. That's what it kind of seems like to me. I don't know. I don't know I don't know what the goal is with him and his wife, Anissa. I mean, I've seen the clips of whatever of her saying that her whole goal when she was starting as a content creator is her mom was telling her she needs to find a millionaire husband or something, and that's and I saw some video of someone saying she cheated on her boyfriend because she went to go to iDubbbz because of his success at the time. So um, I don't know. I've forever said she. There's a clip of her readily admitting she went after iDubbbz because he was a millionaire at the time, and it's like my whole idea with things is if you are going to do something like that, like the least you could do is I guess the phrase would be to protect the bag. You know what I mean? So if you are someone like Anissa and your whole goal is just I need to find someone who's successful and wealthy to take care of me, which is that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. But like the worst thing you can do is to like find that person you're looking for and then completely ruin their like career or success that they have going on at the moment, which like I, it feels like that's what happened with Anissa. She kind of stepped in and like completely ruined whatever he had going on. Hey, there's a King of the Dead level 999 is in chat. Says, "What's up? What's going on, King of the Devil? How are you?" Or King of the Dead, not Devil. It's been a while since King of the Dead. Hmm. What were you in previous? I don't remember. My memory's bad. Forgive me. I'm sure you've been in. We're just sitting here talking about iDubbbz. There was a little video I saw, and it's kind of become a thing here for me to see what other embarrassing things iDubbbz has done. Oh, it's Landon's as King of the Dead. Oh, Landon. I do remember that name. Okay. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back.
Who would have thought back in 2016 that iDubbbz would become a locale, but here we are. The funny part is that today I was actually thinking about this. I was thinking about Mr. iDubbbz, and I was thinking about how crazy the concept is of him just being the punching bag of the internet after so many years, when honestly all of this could have been avoided. He could have had a successful career post being edgy. I do not know why he felt the need to go down this road, burn all the bridges, push everyone away, go after anyone that's ever helped you, ditch your whole fans and your friends just for your wife, who will legitimately leave your ass sooner than later. If this was a Telltale Games, you know, the people that make the Walking Dead games, he managed to hit every wrong option possible to get to where he is right now.
And that is a great point by Sensitive Society is like, it's again, I mentioned it's particularly bad for someone like iDubbbz because he had a good thing going. Like post the content cop, he had he had a pathway where he still could have gotten out of the I think they just thought it was very like negative content that they were making at the time, and there's a pathway where they could have still not made controversial or negative content like the content cops and still been successful. And I don't know, just the he that is a great point he said of like the Telltale. He totally chose all of the wrong decisions up to this point. He kind of did. King of the Dead level 999 says, "Remember I was talking about how I want prototype games to be remastered." Oh, yeah. I remember that. I'd be down for a newer prototype game. I never played 2. I only played the first one.
He picked all the wrong answers. It's sad. Like sometimes, and all kidding aside, sometimes I do feel a little bad for iDubbbz. I'm like, oh, man, this is low key heartbreaking. Well, not heartbreaking, but it's like, oh, damn, dude, that's rough. But then I remember he blocked me, and I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. I thought he was going an okay direction. When he made the documentary about Airsoft Fatty, prior to that, he had a really nice vibe.
Oh, that's a great point. Is I actually really liked the Airsoft Fatty video. If you guys have never seen that one, Airsoft Fatty was this content creator who is known for being a large kid, and I've been modding the prototype game since King of the Dead. Oh, nice. Wish prototype was remastered, either that or a sequel, says Odin and Salty. Yeah, I agree with sensitive society. I agree with him. I think the Airsoft Fatty was like an interesting era for iDubbbz, and there was an avenue where he could have continued that. But then like wasn't Sam Hyde like the downfall? Was that like I don't know for sure, but if I recall, I think Sam Hyde was like the beginning of the end for him, right? Because Sam Hyde was around the time when I mean I guess he had already probably been with Anissa for a time, but like that was like there was some sort of break there where that whole situation kind of ruined whatever he had going on. And I don't think he ever like got away from the Sam Hyde stuff. King of the Dead Level says, "Have you heard of the prototype games might get updated because they both got updated on PC?" Oh, interesting. Like mild graphical updates or something like that, or content updates.
With another show he had. You know what? I agree. I actually do think his documentaries were pretty solid. I don't know why he decided to go down the virtual signaling route. I think if he would have kept up truth be told, I do believe had he kept up doing those documentaries that were solid, in my opinion, I thought they were. I've seen them. I think he could have been even more successful than before. I think at this point he could have had over 10 million subscribers, but I don't know if it was him or it was his wife who told him, yeah, we gotta be buddies with Hassan now. So all your passion projects, yeah, they're dead, and now you have to please me and Hassan and the Orbiter. So, or maybe iDubbbz hated making those documentaries and this is his true passion, streaming to 130 people on Twitch.
I think I could answer that for Sensitive. So Sensitive is saying that because of some, he thinks it's may have been Anissa or some of the direction they went with trying to join the Hassan fan club or trying to be a part of his inner circle. It may have ruined some of the passion projects for iDubbbz that maybe he liked doing those, but put them off to the side for Anissa. I would venture to say I actually disagree. I think he was always. I don't think he ever liked that. I think what I'm getting, in my opinion, the vibes I'm getting from iDubbbz and all of his shenanigans is that he's just super lazy. And I'm not just saying that just because of what they're doing now and where they've gone, but I'm also judging that from if you go back and you look at some of the H3 clips where they were talking to his boxing coach. Was it Michael Briggs? Michael something? His boxing coach. I can't remember his boxing coach's name. But they were doing H3 was doing this particular interview with the boxing coach and his wife, and the boxing coach was saying that iDubbbz was so lazy that there was times when he wouldn't train for like a period of like 6 months at one point, and he would keep telling iDubbbz to like stick with your cardio and stuff. So clearly, in my opinion, because iDubbbz seemed like such a headache to deal with in terms of boxing coaching, to me it just seems to be a huge pattern of just laziness in terms of his content, his training for his own company that he owned, which was Creator Clash. He couldn't even train and like and keep up with the regiment that he was supposed to have for his own company, his own business. And I don't know, I'm getting ice cream sizzled and salty. That sounds nice. I can't remember the last time I had ice cream. That's how long it's been.
Begging for money and being the punching bag of the internet. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's what he likes. But I do think he could have had a much better future had he kept producing said documentaries on interesting people. But I don't know. Maybe he hated that. Maybe he prefers to beg for money on Twitch.
Oh yeah, so Sensitive gets it.
Route you could take the PewDiePie route, or you could take the iDubbbz route. And if you were given the choice, I think 100% of the people would go for the PewDiePie route. No one with above 2 IQ points would ever choose to go down the iDubbbz route. And do I think it's too late? Yes. I don't know how anyone could come back from this. This is embarrassing. Now, the next clip that I want to play you guys is Ian literally being crucified in real time for having an opinion that his insane new cult-like fanbase didn't disagree with, and walking on eggshells because of the new fans he cultivated.
Biphobic and transphobic. Oh no, sorry, I wasn't saying no to that. I don't know why I said no. I already forgot. If you want to like him, you can like him. But if bi people say he's biphobic, listen. Well, I mean, I'll listen. I barely know anything about him in general. I've just seen some of his comedy, and it hasn't been way. I haven't seen any of that myself. Well, anyway, the bi question aside, we'll look at some of the comedy right now. It's not just that joke. It's shit he said in interviews. I'm sorry, Scribble and Dibbles. We don't want it to be genuinely, I don't want it to be that combative.
Yeah, dude, if Scribbling Diddles, Diddy? Free Diddy? Yeah, if Scribbling Diddy left a comment like that saying, you know what, Sense? This guy's a little edgy. I don't know how I feel about him. You know what I will tell Scribbly Diddy or whatever the fuck his username is? To fuck right off. And that doesn't mean cool or edgy or based or Sigma. It's just like, the second you start pandering to everyone, you will end up pandering to no one. And I've seen this happen time and time and time and time again. And it just never works out well.
No, I agree with him. Oh, sorry. New stuff was added to the game. Files, a new game, studios, end credits, prototype. Maybe they might get a remaster or remakes. Interesting. Again, it's been so long since I played the first one. I would probably be down to play a remaster of the first one. But no, I agree with Sensitive here. Like, no offense, love all you guys in chat, but I'm not particularly a person that's swayed by like. I guess I'm. I don't know if you guys. I'm always open to criticism. I'm always open to suggestions. I love asking you guys, but I'm not someone who necessarily I would consider a panderer, which he's saying that that's something that iDubbbz is sorely guilty of with his community now, is just not pushing back on anything that they're trying to get him to do or say. Um, and that's just not something I'm about. Like, that's like if I was to cover a subject or something that you guys didn't like, and you guys were like coming at me about, oh, I don't know if I don't know if we like that you talking about this or something, or how your view is on it. And I'm someone who's respectful. I would be like, okay, I understand that. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's kind of my viewpoint, is like, I would be understanding, but I also would be like, well, but this is what I want to talk about, or this is my view on it. Take it or leave it. I understand maybe that's hard for people like iDubbbz, especially like, you do know the Black Friday sale is going on Steam right now, says King of the Devil. King of the Devil. King of the Dead level. Interesting. I just spent $30 on Dispatch, so I'm probably gonna hold off on spending any more. That's probably, which that game's super fun so far. I can't wait to play more of it on Friday. But yeah, I mean, you could say maybe because iDubbbz is like semi-desperate with what he's doing, he kind of has no choice but to pander a little bit, but
For the content creator, because you start pushing away people, you start inviting new people in, and then those new people don't even like you, so they're going to turn on you within a few short months. I've seen this happen time and time again. This is just Ian once again walking on eggshells because he likes this comedian. I don't know the comedian, so I don't know. I mean, if Ian likes him, he has to be horrible. But he has biphobic allegations and transphobic allegations, I guess, and Ian's new fan base doesn't like that. It's just such a shit show, dude. Like, no matter what he says, he's not gonna please the people who are watching him, the last remaining people that are watching him. It's pathetic seeing Ian being like, yeah, dude, I'm so sorry, Scribbly Diddy, but I'm sorry you feel triggered by this alleged biphobic comedian that I'm watching that I like. It's like, why do you care what a random loser on Twitch has to say?
I'm sorry, Scribble and Dibbles. We don't want it to be genuinely. I don't want it to be that combative. It's just, you know.
and it is kind of embarrassing too to also be like, to see him kind of pander to somebody who he's talking about, this guy Caleb Huron, who he enjoys as a content creator or a comedian, and he's like, he has to, again, the way he phrased it is he's exactly walking on eggshells because this someone in his chat is like, I don't like this guy, you shouldn't be following him, but iDubbbz has to like act as though he is understanding when like it's like okay, you don't like this person, great, I like this person and I'm gonna watch them. Like, okay, you know. I see what's on Black Friday deals. I'm letting the people in chat know the prototype games are currently 80% off Steam until December. Oh, interesting. I think I already have all the prototype games. I have them on 360 as well.
It's hard to navigate. No, it's fair. I think there are some people. Listen, I'll put it this way. I think we have a lot of people in chat that I'm not trying to say this in a mean way. It's not a mean thing. But a lot of people who are sensitive. That's okay. I can be sensitive. But sensitive and also like blunt is sometimes like that's a rough combination. Can give it but can't take it. I mean, again, I would interpret that as being blunt. Like, even you just saying that, can give it but can't take it. That's very blunt. It's that you have to admit as well. That is combative to say that. It's just hard, right? Because there's some people in chat who are, I think, what is the word? You know what? I'm not even going to fucking try. Not today. Not today for me. In my opinion, it doesn't automatically make someone phobic to say things that might be offensive. He said the D slur.
I'm trying to think what the D slur is. Okay, I think I know which one.
Oh, the D.
Took a second, but I'm like, D slur?
Okay.
What are we saying?
I have an
think
idea.
It's the one that goes D, Y, K.
Yeah.
You know the rest. I mean, if it's in the context of comedy, I mean, isn't his whole point to roast?
And I'm sorry,
people?
but like, not to like. I tend to be more moderate or liberal in my views, but I'm gonna do the conservative thing here and just say like I'm not. I understand it might be a slur. I've always been someone that like when it comes to comedians, I've always been someone who thinks comedians should get a tiny bit of leeway in terms of saying things. And the one thing I've always held is like if something I'm okay with somebody saying something if it's funny. If it's funny and if you don't come off as serious, which that's something I've always held when it comes to comedy is like and I think that's why it's so important for uh to know what comedians say in their personal and private time because uh if a comedian makes a joke or something like that where they say an offensive term or something and it's like in the throes of like a live show or comedy it's like haha that's funny blah 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 but then like if you hear that comedian say something in their personal time where like some leaks of a video call or a video or something and you realize that like oh maybe they are actually racist or something that changes the context of what they have said in my opinion at their comedy shows. So that's why it's super important for comedians in my opinion to kind of keep themselves kind of clean in their personal lives to not like get too much of their opinions mixed in with their comedy because in my opinion the opinion changes the context of the comedy if that makes any sense, you know. um that's my opinion I've always held. Like again, I've always been somebody when it comes to comedy, I'm willing to allow more than I would a normal person. Like I'm sorry, in my opinion if Caleb used the D word but it was funny in the context, okay. To me that doesn't make him you know, it was just it was an offensive joke. Now if Caleb in his free time is out harassing, you know, LGBTQ folks out in his if he goes to restaurants and is harassing people for being the D word as he was saying, then yeah, it changes the context of the joke 100%. So I don't know. That's how I've
He's
always
funny
held
now.
it.
Whether he's funny or not, that's subjective. But it's like it's his humor. Like, yeah, comedians roasting people and being edgy. I'm shocked. No one has ever done that. The thing that I don't understand here is why is Ian trying so hard to explain this to people who are clearly not going to hear him out, no matter what he says. He could give the best argument possible on how this is comedy and this isn't that, and his fans will not care. And he spends like 20 minutes arguing with this random chatter who will most likely never return. But he needed to let Ian know that his feelings were hurt. You triggered me. You triggered me. But you know what I mean.
And it made me laugh out loud as a lesbian because it was clearly from a place of love, and I love that shit. But that's just me. People forget we aren't all in a monolith in the queer community. Fair enough. I don't think it's fair to just, you know, be kind of like, what's the word? Like a bit merciless or a bit like extra. Yeah, because it is overly critical.
All right, I'm not even being funny. I'd rather quit YouTube forever, like never come back to the platform, not under a new alias, not even anonymous. All right, just like completely disappear from here. I'd rather do that than to have the fan base that iDubbbz has in 2025. It sounds miserable. It sounds draining. It sounds depressing. No, we are not doing this. It's like iDubbbz. These people.
Otis Salty says, I feel like an overall good rule for comedy is don't treat it as a serious take on something. It just means something for laughs. Have fun with it unless they are seriously doing it off course. No, that's exactly what I'm saying, Odin, is like, I think for the most part, I'm willing to go with anything that's joked about in a jokey setting. In a movie, TV show, live performance. For the most part, I mean, short of like a couple saying things, but like, for the most part, I'm pretty okay with people making jokes and stuff of the sort. But again, where trouble comes in is if the context is ruined with their personal lives, where just a random thing. Let's say someone makes a Hitler joke or a pro-Nazi joke or something at their live show. Funny, right? He's making a likable joke for the Nazis. But then like if you know in their meantime they are like they're part of a pro-Nazi group. That completely changes the context of their joke. And I think that's why, for the most part, as someone who's Hispanic, me, like, in a much easier to understand, I guess, kind of phrase, that was kind of just an analogy for me. But, like, that's why, like, hearing a Hispanic joke of someone saying beaner or something, you know what I mean? Like hearing George Lopez say that. That's why, like, I would be willing, I won't say the W word for Hispanic. I guess B word. Well, I'm Hispanic, I can get away with it. But hearing George Lopez or Fluffy or somebody make a critical or annoying joke about a Hispanic or something, I typically would I would think it's funny and I would roll with it because they're Hispanic. Therefore, most people would think, "Oh, they don't actually think that because they themselves are Hispanic." That's why typically a black person or Hispanic person gets away with, or a Jewish person can get away with making more jokes about their ethnicity itself, because most people wouldn't take it seriously because they're like, oh well, they are black, they are Jewish, they are Hispanic. You can get away with it because the context. Most people would be like, oh well, they don't agree with that because they are that. You know what I mean? So that context of like no, and I'm saying that's an easy way of kind of grasping that is like, I don't know. That's my opinion. Now, again, I will say, I don't think people should be able to just say whatever's on their mind, in real life, in their personal whatever. Um, that is completely different. Being out and about, saying things like that. Trying to think of a moment where that is the case, where someone says, "Oh, I think somebody like Dave Chappelle." Okay, that's the case. That's one of the big ones. Is Dave Chappelle a couple of years ago was getting heat because he was making some trans jokes or something like that. Which I think since then it's kind of like he was making trans jokes of the sort, which I've always thought is funny. Like, it's a joke. As long as the joke's funny, I don't care. But like since then, it's kind of come out that like he legitimately may not like folks of the LGBTQ community or whatever. He votes a particular way. He I think I'd have to look for sure, but I think that the consensus was that he may not like some of those folks legitimately. That, in my opinion, does change the context around some of the jokes of the past, where it's like, okay, you know, because in my opinion, the context turns it from a joke. I mean, I guess maybe I don't know. That's always been something that's tricky. Is like it would still be a joke, but I would just say as a viewer and a watcher, if I were to see him now make a joke like that, I would probably still kind of laugh, but like in the back of your head, it does make you think like, oh well, yeah, but you actually think this. You know what I mean? It changes the joke, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm
People
rambling.
do not care about you. Like, I get it, the ship has sailed, it's too late. Even if you try to get your old audience back, you've done too much damage. You need God himself to come back down here and vouch for you in order to get your fan base back. There's people that are always saying, well, iDubbbz could come back in one video. iDubbbz is still far from over. Guys, it's been over for 6 years. Now, when you think about it, iDubbbz has been hated more for more time than he's been liked. Just think about that for a second. iDubbbz started getting hate when in 2019, and it's been 6 years, 6.5. When you compare that to his peak, it's like the peak only lasted a few years, but the controversy and hate.
King of the Dead says, me personally, I have a gay older brother, but I still love him because his family and he's still a person. Oh, absolutely. No, I'm not. Yeah, that. I mean, I have family that is gay as well. I mean, it's not like. Yeah, it's not. That's a great, in my opinion, that's a great viewpoint to have.
Has lasted so much longer. But yes,
But like I was saying, like if your older brother was to make a gay joke, you would probably 100% laugh at it. Why? Because they connect with that joke in a different way. Now, if somebody you don't know, some random were to come up to you and was to make a gay joke, and you know what I mean? Like, it's jokes, in my opinion, are all about context, and that's why it's so important to. I think it's important to know the context behind the comedian themselves and to know things about them. But I think that's why it's important for a comedian to stay out of it. I mean, I'm sorry. I know people are allowed to have their opinions and their stances on things, and I think comedians are, of course. But like, if you are a comedian who wants to be taken seriously, in my opinion, you shouldn't let your opinions out because that sways how people can think of your jokes. In my opinion.
guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel right here. Send me your super chats and drop a like. Drop all the likes in the world. Make sure you have the notifications.
All right, so that is Sensitive Society. I really like Sensitive Society. I think I'm gonna Here you go, live. There's a sub. I want to see what else Sensitive's gonna have coming out. I enjoyed his take on that video. Alright, so what are we? We're an hour 16, goodness. I only have one other topic to bring up with you guys. I really didn't have much set up for tonight. But I figured, why not? How long is this? This is 25 minutes. This is 24 minutes. So there is one quick thing. We don't have to watch this video in its entirety. But there is one other thing I thought was kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys have heard about the whole Mr. Beast land in Saudi Arabia. I'm like vaguely interested to see. I haven't seen any clips or videos of what exactly it looks like. And I heard it was kind of a disaster. Not really. I mean, Mr. Beast probably doesn't care. He got paid out the behind for it. But I'm kind of curious what about it exactly was a disaster. I heard people saying it didn't go well. So let's take a look, and this will be the last topic, I think, for tonight, unless we find anything else to talk about. So this viewer, or this content creator, is a Bennett Melt. So thank you so much, Bennett. We're going to check out your video about Mr. Beastland. Kind of curious to see what was going on there. Apparently he actually went there.
Holy shit. Mr. Beast opened up an amusement park? I mean, it looks pretty cool. Imagine you win a game and he just hands you a fucking car. I mean, it does look pretty fun. I'd be down to go. I guess it just depends on where it is.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia? Who the is gonna go to Saudi Arabia?
And this is interesting that I did notice is that this was held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, which is fascinating because that's exactly where they had that massive comedy show, the Riyadh Comedy Festival or whatever. So Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, they're spending a lot of money. That's a good day camera.
What's
2100 to go to Saudi Arabia. Goodness.
I am currently in Saudi Arabia.
Unless that's a round trip. That's probably a round trip.
A week ago, I saw that Mr. Beast opened up an amusement park in Saudi Arabia. I was like, who the is going to Saudi? You saw it in the intro. That's what I said. So I thought it'd be a cool idea if I came and recorded my experience going to Mr. Beast Land and showing it all to you. Now, that being said, I want to give a disclaimer. I know there's a lot of politics around the area Mr. Beast Land is in. I know there's some drama. I'm not getting into any of that. This is not a hate video. I'm just going and giving it a full, unbiased review because it looked cool and I thought it would be a really cool video. I didn't think many American YouTubers would be flying all the way out here to Saudi to show you guys Mr. Beast Land. Turns out I was wrong. Turns out Mr. Beast flew out a lot of YouTubers, but I feel like that's also cool because I think
I guarantee you it's mostly YouTubers that are there.
With this video, you guys are going to get
who the heck's flying out to Saudi Arabia?
Another cool thing is I'm going as a customer. A lot of the other YouTubers are getting like private entry, all that sexy stuff, and it's not getting that sexy stuff. He's not sexy enough. And we have a goal. Mr. Beast said in his announcement that they're giving away the craziest prizes ever given away at any amusement park. So our goal for this
I gotta legitimately ask anybody out there that's in chat. Are any of you guys actually fans of Mr. Beast? Like, I just realized, like, something I was thinking of. Maybe it's because I'm old and all my friends are old now. I don't know anyone who's actually a fan of Mr. Beast. Like, who actually consumes that content? You know what I mean? Like, who is that? Is it just kids? Right? It's got to be just kids. Because, like, I've never talked to anyone who, like, is actually a fan of Mr. Beast. Is it just brain rot content, brain dead content for young people? That's what I've always assumed it has to be, is like, not a bit never cared for Mr. Beast is Odin. I think it's children, right? That's got to be. Because those are the only people that show up to his events and go to his restaurant or whatever it is.
And win one of those prizes. Imagine I win a fucking car or something. Foreshadow. I don't know what happens. It's currently 10 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. Mr. Beast Land opens tomorrow at 4 p.m. So there's not really much else to do until then.
Holy shit, you guys can't see shit. Good morning. I gotta turn off the light. I'm naked, by the way. Good morning. Currently 11 in the morning. This is my room. I don't even know what the outside looks like. What is out here? What type of view do we got? Oh, it's beautiful. I'm so tired. I need a how do you say coffee in Arabic?
Guys, we're at Mr. Beast Land. There's only like 5 people here. I'm 3 hours early. I just wanted to scope out the place to make sure I don't know. I wanted to play it safe. I'm way too early. Look, it's Mr.
There's nobody
Beast's
there.
Land. See, that guy's excited. Oh, he's really excited.
Oh my goodness.
He's really, really excited. Guys, I'm with
The
the
heck?
rest of the early gang. The only ones here. We got 2.5 hours left until the motherland opens up. We got 50 minutes left. Say hello. Everybody say hello. This is the early gang. Hello. This is the early gang. They got the troops set out here, like Squid Game. It's like Mr. Beast Squid Game out here. Guys, we got some fans from Riyadh. Say what's up. What's up?
Scotchwise says my cousin used to like Mr. Beast, but I don't know if they do now but I have a good feeling they moved on. Yeah, they aged out, right? They hit age 18 and they just immediately lost interest. I'm sure that's how that works. I did care for a bit with all the crap that's going on, but that's when I stopped caring out.
I'm going inside of Mr. Beast right now. Mr. Beast, I'm inside of you. Sorry. Holy shit. This place is huge. This is side quest heaven. I don't even know what to do. I want to touch everything. Dude, I cannot carry one of these around the entire time. I'm okay. I can't. That's too much to carry. Holy shit. This is crazy. It's so big. Is that a basketball court? Oh, there's so much.
Dude, this place is so empty. Well, I guess there's a first crowd. Interesting. Let me rewind it. I wasn't paying attention. I want to see how many people I see.
Sorry. Holy shit. This place is huge. This is side quest heaven. I don't even know what to do. I want to touch everything. Dude, I cannot carry one of these around the entire time. I'm okay. I can't. That's too much to carry. Holy shit. This is crazy. It's so big. Is that a basketball court? Oh, there's so much. I don't know where to go. Oh, it's Mr. Beast.
Hey, there he is. That's funny. He's just there amongst a crowd of these. All look like super, super young people. I enjoyed Meat Caden's animation about Mr. Beast a few years back. It's got a try that said, wow, that place looks so empty. Dude, that's an embarrassing crowd. And it's what I said. Well, these are slightly older than what I said, but like these people, these are all like 17, 18, 19-year-olds. This is somebody's parents in the crowd. But yeah, that's an embarrassing crowd for Mr. Beast to talk to. That's got to be a crowd of what? 100, 150 people, maybe 200.
In about 30 minutes, we're going to open up the games in the back, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. I'll see you guys around. Take care. I'll see you around.
Bye, Mr. Beast. We have the side quest for 30 minutes. I think you get points by winning games. We need to stack up points so I can win $1 gazillion. Thank you. So I try to make it in every hoop?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like hard, but maybe you can do it.
Okay.
Nothing is easy.
Nothing's easy. I'm about to get so many fucking points. What gets me the most points? Okay, I'll do it.
You have 3 chances.
3 chances?
To get the
Okay, so I have to make it in all of those to get there. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm like Michael. I'm like Michael Jordan. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so many points. Michael Jordan, please enter inside this man. From the rear, wherever you need to go. Give him your strength. Oh, Michael. All right, Michael Jordan. Here we go. Michael Jordan!
Oh my God!
Yes! Give me some. Yes. So now I go to this one?
Yes.
Oh, this is the best day ever. Oh, Michael Jordan, thank you for blessing me with your seed, Michael. Holy crap. Who is here? KSI? Look at that crowd. Oh, it's Mr. Beast. That makes a lot of sense. Wow, that's Laura. Except you want to see real Laura? Watch this. Oh my gosh, I just lost so much Laura. Here we go. There we go. Oh. What is that, 1,500 points?
Yes.
Yes! That's about 1,500. Are you sure? Yeah, you saw all of it.
That was like the first crowd I've seen, was that little crowd moving with Beast. Where was he?
Oh, Michael Jordan, thank you for blessing me with your seed. Oh my gosh, that was...
Look at there.
Here we go.
Where were they at?
There we go. Oh. What is that, 1,500
I missed
points?
the crowd.
Yes.
Where was it? Oh.
That's about 1,500. Are you sure? Yeah, you saw all of it. Oh yeah. Shower me in those...
At least Universal had studios, had more. At least Universal Studios had more. Yeah, this place is pretty boring. I tell you, so far I'm not blown away.
Thank you.
Get the $1 million.
Yes, it's $1 million.
There is a gift for high score.
High score. Okay, thank you. We gotta get the high score. Yeah, of course. Oh, Mr. Beast, please give me $1 million. Over there, that's the big games where the most points are. Yeah, dude. How's it going? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Nice to meet you. Can we get a picture? Yeah.
Can we get a picture, please?
Of course. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, of course. Can we take a picture? Of course, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, can we take a picture? Of course. Thank you. Oh. Yeah. Can I get a picture? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
Mr. Beast now.
No. No. Dude, that was the funniest thing ever. Half of the people ask me, like, are you with Mr. Beast? So I don't think half of those people knew who I was. Just a picture pump started. It was so funny. The worker told me the person with the most points gets $1 million. We gotta grind.
I'm a teammate.
Yeah, let's team. Guys, this is my guy, Lane. You see the thumbnail on this video? He helped me take the picture. Almost. This is the boy. He's from London. He talks cool. We're gonna win the money.
Exactly. We will.
Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. I'm built to win 1 million points. Guys, this is Victor, by the way. He makes content too. He's been with us.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be
since the start
bored.
of the
Did
Beast
I
grind.
read that comment? I'm not gonna lie, I'm super bored by whatever's happening here. Not this content guy's fault. I think he's doing a fine job, but I think it's the beast land itself. I'm like bored by. Oh, here he is.
Whoever gets the most points gets that much money. Okay. Holy shit! Mr. Beast he just burst in. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Oh my god, I love you, man. I swear to God, I love you.
I love you, dude.
What's all your videos?
I think what bothers me is it's just like I said. I think the thing I'm noticing is around here is there's no adults. It is all young kids, and I would not have fun like at all. Because I tell you what's one thing I would want to do while I'm here chilling with people. I'm gonna want to get some drinks, and I don't know if I've seen an alcoholic beverage anywhere. Do they allow drinking in Saudi Arabia? Because that's the first. You could say I like drinking too much, but that was the first thing I noticed. Is I'm like, I don't see a beer or a beverage anywhere. Is alcohol legal in Saudi Arabia? Whoa, it's illegal to drink in Saudi Arabia. Really? No wonder I didn't see any alcohol. Wow, dude, I would be livid if I went to something like this and I couldn't buy a beer. Wow, I didn't even know that. So they don't sell alcohol in Saudi Arabia. Holy cow. Sheesh. Yeah. That's a game breaker right there. That's a deal breaker for me. I'm not going. Screw that. Again, I don't need to drink to have fun, but if I'm going to, yeah, at least want to. Where's the soda? At least have that, says Odin. I saw some kid with like a soda. I think it looks like it.
What do you think of Mr. Beastland in your country?
Amazing.
Yeah, say what's up.
Yo, what's up?
Drones. All right, let's win these points. It's time to make $1 bazillion. Wow, there's actually a lot of people here now. There's so many people here. Oh, this is really cool. You can redeem the points you get. You can redeem them for prizes as well.
Can I be in a video?
Yeah, say what's up.
What's up, guys?
Oh, no. Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm doing an interview. Whoa, what the is this game? We're gonna try this game. No. Okay, we finally got in. Whoa. Oh, this is cool. It's like Temple Run. Whoa, this is sick. I'm about to win so many points. I'm not gonna lie, the games take a while to play, but they're very fun.
I'm gonna destroy you.
No, you're going down, dude. All right. Good. Oh, this is so difficult. Yeah. This is the hardest thing.
I will say, like, one thing I'm noticing is that I don't think this is a theme. Well, it's not a theme park. I think what I'm noticing is if you guys actually look at one of the things that they're all doing, is this is not a theme park. This is it's a carnival, which that's totally different. So I don't think this whole setup to me is not designed to be there permanently. This seems like something that is going to get torn down in a couple months, maybe a couple weeks, which it's like, okay, so what's the purpose of all this? Is it just advertising for, I hate to say it, is all of this just a glamorized ad for Saudi Arabia for Mr. Beast? Are they literally just handing Mr. Beast $20 million to say, hey, we'll give you $20 million if you open up a temporary theme park here for a couple of weeks that makes it look good so we can record some friendly advertising for us? You know what I mean? I'd rather go to a state fair, says Odin Salty. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't. Again, I hate to have that thought, but like that's what it seems to me is they're just like, Saudi Arabia is just like, hey, we want some friendly advertising for someone to make it seem as though we sell beer. And they're just like, give Mr. Beast $20 million and open up a fake park, or a temporary park, I shouldn't say fake. I feel like Mr. Beast is getting fat stacks from Saudi Arabia for just having it there. Probably why he built it here. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is like this whole thing seems like a ruse just to make it's PR. It seems like just a PR thing for Saudi Arabia.
Bungee jump ride, like the really scary one. But then he announced this, so I was like, oh, I gotta go for content. Or I would have done the bungee.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Bennett Melt for your. I gave you a like for your video, and then I guess we'll finish things off. What are we, an hour and a half in? We'll finish things off. I kind of want to watch. I think H3 did a reaction to the whole thing too. I just want to see a clip and see what they were talking about.
Mr. Beast opened a park in beautiful Saudi Arabia. Okay. The same city that all the comedians were going to. What, Riyadh?
I tied up an FBI agent.
At least the state fair was more entertaining to Skylar. And also, like, I'll be honest, you get a much larger crowd going to a state fair than what I just saw at in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I know Saudi Arabia ain't selling no corn dogs. I didn't see anybody there eating or drinking. Well, I saw somebody with a water, but like I didn't see anybody eating food, walking around with a beer. Like that's crazy.
I used a bone saw to chop up an American journalist into small bits and pieces.
I am currently on an island infested with snakes.
This place looks like hell. This place sucks. You know it does. So first of all, there was like a wait, was this the announcement or was there a commercial? There's a video here. Yeah, let me show you that.
And these are his picked out images. There's images of it from the daytime, and it looks so depressing.
I think Jimmy needs to start
more impressive at night.
I think he needs to start thinking about protecting his brand a little more.
Yeah, you spread too thin.
Like this shit is
Doing too
dumb.
much.
Like this is not good for your brand, bro.
I don't really get it.
Well, they paid him
a ton of money, but even then, the dude
still dilute your brand if it's not good.
Money. Like you don't need to be making.
You got to start saying no.
You got to say no to projects.
Like I can't wait to go. And by the way, it's not even like a permanent park. It's like a 1 month. Thing.
It's just PR for the state.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's 100%. Not. He's not to benefit of the actual.
It's got a Twilight Shazam. I'd be sad for a no hot dog. I don't know. I don't know what they eat in Saudi Arabia. Do they eat hot dogs? No, Saudi Arabia does not eat hot dogs. Isn't that? Isn't pork's not allowed, right? In Middle Eastern countries, right? So they wouldn't eat a hot dog. That's against is that not kosher or is that Jewish stuff? I'm pretty sure they can't eat pork in Saudi Arabia. Like that's against their religion. Are hot dogs? I'm like pretty sure. Oh, something like that, says Skylar. Are hot dogs allowed in Saudi Arabia? It says, yes, they are allowed, but only if they are halal, made without pork. All pork products, including hot dogs, are illegal to import. Saudi Arabia has approved the licensed businesses that sell halal hot dogs. Saudi Arabia sucks. So you can't drink beer. I can't have a proper hot dog. Like, what can I have? That's like the most American combination in the world is a beer and a hot dog. They're like the total antithesis of America. And then no problem, I would respect and eat their cultural food, says Scout. No, I agree. I'm not saying they have to have beer and hot dogs, but that's not American.
It's from his.
This is a cash grab.
The money he's being paid behind the scenes. Yeah,
for sure.
Big time.
Usual appeared in the heart of Riyadh.
This is a long video.
188.
Jump ahead.
It really helps the channel. To
It
understand
really
why
helps the channel.
fuck is
Oh
this?
my
What
God,
the
get to the point. They do a good job of summarizing it. I know it's
Unthinkable Bill. You could say that again.
Unthinkable Bill.
This project appeared in Riyadh.
It's
You have to
unthinkable.
look at the city's rapid transformation under Vision 2030. In just a few years, Riyadh has positioned itself as one of the world's fastest growing
Were you paid?
Park based on the internet's biggest. Temporary installations have become a defining part of Saudi Arabia's entertainment strategy. But none have.
Why don't you just make something dope that like you don't have to?
Oh, he just said temporary installation, so they know. So they are willingly building temporary hotspots to try and draw people in, but like, why wouldn't you just invest into permanent things to draw people in. Why do you only want temporary? Like, don't you want people to come and stay, or
every month?
I don't know.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Now I will
It costs
say
a lot more money.
I
so? I don't know.
watched a
Depends where it
YouTuber that went there and kind of vlogged his experience. Now this guy was kind of like an air rack type, who's very much like a glomming on to Mr. Beast for views type of
Yeah.
person. So he was very biased, like, oh, this is epic or whatever. But you could read between the lines a little bit. And to me,
Didn't they have a
this
Dragon
is-
Ball park in Saudi Arabia? Says Odin Salty. I don't know. Take a look. Dragon Ball Park. I thought I remember hearing that they were wanting to build one a year or two ago. Oh yeah, there was a trailer for it. Yeah, I remember seeing that they were had the idea for doing it. I didn't know they were actually going through with that eventually.
A wish has been granted. Calling adventurers from across the globe.
Around the world are converging on Saudi Arabia after the discovery of Dragon Balls with wish-granting powers.
To experience an unprecedented, immersive entertainment destination.
Whoa.
Here, fantasy and thrills collide. Play a part in the epic sagas coming to Saudi Arabia in the first city built for play.
My thing is you know it's not going to look anything like that. Because I'm going to venture to say it's going to look more like what you just saw with the Mr. Beast land. Because they've already said their strategy is to build temporary entertainment spots for people. So I can guarantee you, if they do build a Dragon Ball land, it's going to be cheap. It's going to be cheap, and it's going to be meant to be temporary. So I'm not super excited for that. I did try Mr. Beast chocolate as well. Not the best I've had, but I haven't had his chocolate
essentially
yet.
a carnival that which is also like a temporary. They call it, it's an amusement park. It's a carnival. It's a little bit better than a standard carnival for
Ace
sure.
Fest.
It's not that far off from Ace Fest. It's Ace Fest with a lot of LED lights.
Good budget.
Now
Big
they,
budget,
they
yeah.
did have some. They did have some things that were kind of unique to Mr. Beast, such as they sort of had like a Ninja Warrior obstacle course thing that you could run through, which seemed pretty cool, to be honest. But
How many people can do that? That's it, like,
not very many,
Exactly.
and that's why even in the video it took like an hour and a half in line.
Yep.
And the obstacle course isn't that long, and if you fall at the beginning, you're
You're out.
eliminated. So you wait an hour and a half in line for an opportunity to maybe fall off a platform in like 3 seconds.
Because they didn't expect many people to come to this. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well, and they didn't need people. It was never for the people to come. It was just PR,
Yeah.
like online PR for.
To just say that we have Mr.
Yeah, it's
Beast
like, wow,
amusement
look at
park.
us. We're having so much fun.
I saw a really interesting travel vlogger who went to Dubai, and he's like, I'm going to Dubai by myself, but I'm going to go like to all the slums.
Eyes for the day. So it's like the whole like experience while you're there is like kind of a competition.
Isn't that just based on like how
It's kind
fast
of
the
a-
lines are?
It's a more elaborate, high-tech version of getting tickets at a carnival and turning them in for a prize.
Yeah.
But I will say the like battle royale, who can get the highest score for the full day aspect, it's kind of interesting. I've never heard of like a carnival that works that way.
Well, let me see. Let me
You know what I
see.
mean?
Maybe I'm cynical, but they're just
yeah,
trying to
dude.
have people look like they're doing things because they're incentivized to be going around doing and looking like they're having fun.
Anything
Oh,
on the
sure.
scale of beastland.
I think the problem with that system is that it just doesn't like. It's just not going to work. It's just like
Yeah, and
there's
that's probably
massive
why this is
lines, so it's
temporary.
not going to be fair at all.
Right.
There's going to be people who got like to the front of lines for some reason who are going to have way better odds.
Mhm.
And
It kind of reminds me of like the interactive theater things that like Disney's tried to do. Jenny Nichols has a video about this like interactive Star Wars Disney disaster thing, and I feel like it's going to be similar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the hotel, the Star Wars hotel,
Yeah, the
right?
Star Wars
oh, that was
Hotel.
a
Yeah, I've seen that
disaster,
video.
bro.
Yeah, that was big time.
Forgot about the
Let's watch
Star
that.
Wars Hotel.
9 million subscribers?
Yeah, this
That was a
just showed
total
up-
disaster. That was a total disaster. If you guys remember the Star Wars Hotel, maybe eventually that's something we can talk about again.
I mean, how there are people on YouTube with like
That
12
you've never
million,
heard of.
and you've never heard of them
Yep.
before.
YouTube just put this on my homepage and it sounded interesting.
Uh-huh.
I went to Dubai. They tried to hide. I was like, okay, let's see.
Interesting.
Become reality. Dubai has everything. It's a
'Cause
wonderful.
one of my things that I think I take a really principled and honorable stance on is that I'm against slavery.
That's a controversial take, bro.
Wow,
You're
you're
very,
really brave.
you're
for
very
that one,
brave
dude.
for taking.
I mean,
this
so that's why I'll never go to Dubai or any of the Gulf. Apparently, that's a thing. I don't know.
Never heard
It's like a big thing.
Yeah, it's like a
Into
trend.
wicked terms, Dubai is essentially the Emerald City. It's portrayed as this glitter.
Anyway, check
Oh,
it out.
good metaphor.
It is.
I
Yeah, it is a
kind of
good
believe.
You
metaphor.
got the royal family who owns everything, and all
Yes.
split up, so
Yeah.
they don't work, they don't do anything.
It's a massive royal family.
Yep.
And they're all extraordinarily rich. But yeah, check out Ben of the Week if you want to watch it. I thought it was pretty interesting. But anyway, back to Beast World.
Park in a matter of months is exceptionally challenging. Beastland had to be designed, shipped, assembled, tested, and opened before mid-November, with the entire build destined to close again
There's nobody
on
there.
December 27th. To meet that deadline, engineers relied
A bunch of slaves were shipped in.
Working round the clock and shit.
They worked. Our loyal slaves worked tirelessly day and night.
There's no shot that this B-roll that they're showing is. This is not Beast.
No, this is not
You're right,
Beast.
none of this
Whatever
was
this
there. It was
B-roll
very,
is,
like,
that is
open.
not
This is a
Beast.
very like this
This
is
is
like a
permanent.
fucking
It's like office
AI
buildings or something.
weird propaganda video.
But this is like a permanent build. What they're
Yeah,
doing
this is
here.
definitely not Beast.
construction. Prefabricated structures arrived in container-sized sections that could be stacked, linked, and fitted out with lighting, power, and safety systems
No.
in record
Oh
time.
yeah, this is all B-roll.
This is all
Many
just
of
like
the
B-roll.
rods
That's
were flown
America.
in from specialist suppliers across Europe and the United States.
That's
using
funny.
steel frames engineered.
Bro, what is
specifically
this fucking Glaze video, man?
The Beast Arena.
The Beast
The vast
Arena.
complex of interactive challenges
Here,
inspired
this-
direct.
There you go. This is where it's kind of giving you an overview of everything.
So you have like Beast.
Sized targets.
You get to pretend like you're in a Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, that's essentially the concept. Which again, like if we take all this out of the fact that it was done in Riyadh for some
That's what
reason,
I'm saying. Is this is like 100% like. This is like simping for Saudi Arabia. Whatever this is, like the fact that they're showing that voice that they're utilizing, 100% that's an AI voiceover. The B-roll of the structure being built, of the construction, clearly that is not anything that is being shown here. That's some faraway land of some other proper buildings being built, and it's like the whole thing just kind of comes off as like PR for Saudi Arabia, which like I think my biggest problem is I don't inherently have a problem with people doing PR for Saudi Arabia. My problem is that the people that do that are never willing to admit that's what they're doing, which that's the most annoying part to me. And that's the part that makes it bad, is like you have all of these all of the comedians that were getting critiqued for going over there and performing at the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and they're just like just globbing on that they're like, oh, it's wonderful here, all the people are wonderful, and like everything's been great, and blah 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 blah, and they're talking about all the things that they could do, and it's like, come on, just be honest. You're being paid to be. I get it, they can't say that because once they admit that they're just there because they're being paid to do PR, yeah, Saudi Arabia would fire them immediately. You know what I mean? Would refuse to have them ever again. So I get, I don't know.
Yes, this is essentially just a spruced up carnival, but I don't know. Some of these games look kind of interesting.
I think that is the problem, though, is that it's in Riyadh.
Yeah, right. That's a big part of it.
That is the problem.
No, just because I did see some people saying like, "Oh, this looks so dumb," and it's just.
Is this the ball pit similar to Twitch where that lady broke her freaking back on? If you don't remember, some former porn star or something turned into a content creator, broke her back on a ball pit like that at TwitchCon a couple years ago. That's what that looks like to me.
Just like a stupid carnival.
If it was in like Vegas or something as a limited engagement, it'd probably actually make money and a lot of people would be interested.
Yeah, like with your Beast, why not do it right? Like this is so half-assed.
The capacity on this though has got to be really low. Otherwise, you wouldn't get to do anything.
Yeah, and in the video I saw, which I think was on opening day, because Jimmy was there.
Jimmy was there.
Yeah, Mr.
At Beastland.
Of course,
He was doing giveaways and stuff.
He's got to be there to get the check.
And I wouldn't say it was like empty by any means, but it definitely was not like
big time.
Yeah, not like big time.
Well, I mean, fuck, that's a long ass trip to visit some goddamn pop up.
Well, imagine what the check's like to get him to go over there.
Oh,
and just like with the comedy festival thing, I should say in the video that I watched, there's a lot of kids. They all seem to be really enjoying it. No problem with the Saudi people. Like they,
love the Saudis.
Exactly. Like I'm glad that it seemed like it was a good time for them. So no hate there.
We love Saudi Arabia, folks.
Yeah, and just like you said, it's just the small.
Just the leaders, the leaders.
Well, and the slaves, that part.
We don't love
like that
slave
part.
owners. I'm against slavery. It's
Yo,
my
that's
it's my one
the 50 gifted membership, by the way, just rolled in.
Who from who?
All right. Well, thank you so much, H3. I think I've got it. think we've taken it all in there. Yeah, crazy stuff, right? I don't know. I thought that was interesting to at least talk about for a hot minute. Some of the Mr. Beast. I wouldn't say allegations. There's nothing crazy about what he was doing, what he did with Mr. Beastland, but it was just kind of weird to me. It's just kind of weird doing all that there. And again, I should rephrase that. Not doing all that there in Saudi Arabia. It's weird just how minimalist what he's doing is. You know what I mean? It's like, so you went over there, you built this entire theme park, Mr. Beastland, and in my opinion, it looks relatively cheap, and it doesn't look like anything crazy. And from the video, not many people showed up, so it's like, that's the weird part, is it's like, well, it's obvious you were just paid a crap ton of money just to show up and be like, hey, it's me. Here, I'm taking my 20 mil. I don't know if it was 20 mil. That's a number I came up with. So let me do one more quick run through and see if there's any other videos that pop out to me. You know what? I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. What do you guys say? We'll call it a little early. So this will be our Thanksgiving Eve stream that we did. Again, we're supposed to do ChazmaN live tomorrow night. Moved it to today, try and knock it out, get that done. And then, yeah, tomorrow we'll enjoy the day off. Maybe I'll still put out a YouTube short or something. But, yeah, for the most part, I think I'm going to enjoy my day off and just go do some visits, see some people. Don't forget, Friday night, we will be back for Dispatch, which I'm very excited for. Oh, what's up with my... What the heck? What the helly? What the helly? What is that? Oh, I guess it was just the background. Yeah, don't forget, we'll be back Friday night for Dispatch, Saturday night for more Hades, and then the same thing following week. Monday, Indie Games, Tuesday, Hades, if we're still playing that. Mr. Beast sucks as Reese Tiki. Reese, you join in right when I'm getting out of here. I don't know if does he suck? I guess I'm just not a fan. I just don't know what he brings to the table other than really making annoying content. Like I've never watched him, and I've never seen anything from him to me that looked remotely interesting, I guess is what I'm getting at. But you know who Mr. Beast is? Mr. Beast is the modern Logan and Jake Paul. That's all he is. And I know he's friends with Logan and Jake, but like, that's all his strategy is making content for kids. Although I would say his content is definitely more actually kid friendly, whereas Logan and Jake, they were like faking making kids content when it was actually like adult oriented, very annoying content. You know, maybe that's an unfair comparison, because I do think Mr. Beast makes slightly more palatable, child-friendly content than the blonde twins were making, but blonde doofuses. But yeah, maybe that's a bad example. I do think Mr. Beast is slightly better than those two, but still, I don't see what the draw is there. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you to everyone over on the Twitch universe. Appreciate having y'all. Thank you so much to Skylar, Twilight, Odin, Salty, and Reese Tiki for joining the YouTube stream. We did also have... What was the other one? It was King of the Dead Level 999, or Landon. Appreciate you, Landon. I'm very happy to have you back over here on the YouTube streaming side. Yeah, so I just want to say Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully all of you eat lots of turkey and ham and all things of the sort tomorrow. Feel free to throw in your any pictures, any cool family pictures or stuff in the Discord, IRL, or just, no, not family, that's weird. Throw in pictures of your food. That's what I want to see. That's the real food. Maybe I'll send you guys pictures of whatever we got munching on. What about you guys? I don't like turkey. I don't know about y'all. I've never been a fan of turkey. I'm more of a ham guy. I think ham's where it's at. Alright, everyone. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Don't forget, check out the Inner ChazmaN live channel. I will re-upload this episode, and then don't forget all the highlights from this. I'm going to put over there. I've already been doing that, so all the highlights from the previous last week's episode are all up there. I'll still share them in the Discord chat and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm constantly working on stuff, so keep an eye out on everything. I will see you guys Friday for Dispatch. So thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye, everybody. Not a fan of turkey or ham, Skylar? You don't like either? Holy cow. I love ham. I'm definitely a ham guy. I think turkey's too dry. I think if you have turkey without like gravy or cranberry sauce, turkey or cranberry sauce with the turkey is good. By itself, I don't understand how people can eat it by itself. I personal opinion type stuff. So, all right, this time I'm out.